because I'm going to DM you everything here, so you have it in DMs. You're fine, Bunny. Don't apologize. Bunny. Puppy account. Alright, so let's build you 2 teams first. Do you have a favorite character or no? Or am I just building you whatever? What's bad about being in 30s, bro? I just turned 30 a couple months ago. I feel pretty old. Do you have a favorite character? Or am I just building you 2 meta teams? Llama? Oh, okay. Easy. Dude, shut up. I'm not building a Dory. I mean, Dory's actually not even that bad. Okay, so let's build you a Llama team. Llama does do better in a Nilou team, so unless you also plan on pulling Nefer. But I'm gonna build you a Llama team, so... And then you could probably play... Are you planning on pulling Kokomi? Because if you're not gonna pull Kokomi, I would probably use Barbara here. Because you do need a healer. Or are you planning to pull... Okay, too fucking stupid. What a name. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Who do you have set in here? For your temper journey shit? Oh, you have Ganyu. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, you could get C1, but I don't like telling people to get, like, to spend wishes. So, I don't like telling people to pull stuff to like, buff their account when it's fine. So, here's the first team I would pick. It's a Nilou team. Pretty simple. I would say this is on your account one of the best ones you have. So here, I'm gonna do team 1. It's gonna be Nilou Bloom. It's gonna be Nilou, Llama, Nahida, Barbs. Barbara's gonna be your on-fielder. Okay, so how do you build Nilou? Can you guys see this better? There you guys go. I don't know if you guys could see that very well or not. Oh, this is too deep. Too deep! Too deep! Okay, there we go. Alright, so Nilou. So... Okay, let's close this. So... Real quick, transformative reactions do scale on level, so you do want to make your Nilou level 90. That's because bountiful blooms are what Nilou makes. So I would highly recommend 90ing the entire 4 characters here. So you'll see that I'm going to tell you to 90 all of them, because it is, again, a transformative reaction. Alright, level 90. So that's the first thing you need to do. I would not put her on Finale. It's not a good weapon on her, specifically. What you can do, you have a couple options. You have this weapon you can put on her. This, I would say, is also good. I would probably keep this on I'll Hate Them, because I know you like I'll Hate Them, and then I'll put this on Nilou, so you could give the entire team ER, because you are gonna be having EM on her. You could also put Iron Sting on her, that's fine. And I think those are your only options, because you don't have an HP weapon. So, yeah, I would do... Oh, wait, the new craftable sword! Wait, the new craftable sword is HP main stat, you're right. Isn't it? Hold on, let me double check. We have to go to Nodcry. Oh, fudge, I forgot. Is that our first, HP free-to-play? Yeah, wait, that's our first free-to-play HP. Wait, you're right. I mean, ER substat's fine. Where is the blacksmith in Nodcry? God. Also, hi, Star Child, welcome in. Dude, I totally forgot about these new craftables. Oh god, whale perspective. Do you own it, is the question. You do own it. Okay, so I would just say craft that. Dude, Chad, don't make fun of me. Okay. So you actually can... So you could get these through the expeditions, so I would get that. You could craft it, like, you could use 2 dream solvents to change one of these old swords into the newer swords, so you don't have to, like, look for a new billet. So I would probably do that if you have extra solvents. But yeah, this is... Where's the sword? Where's the sword? It says you have it. Chad, I'm blind as hell. Yeah, I'm blind as hell. It says you have it. Alright, well. Okay, so craft the new Nodcry weapon. You can get billets from using 2 times solvent to craft another to change billets. Only do this if you have a decent amount of spare solvents, because I am someone who doesn't have any solvents. And level it to 90. You can also farm the ores through expedition, because we finally got that. We finally have billets in the thing. Pog. Okay. Honestly, you could also, you don't have to level 90 her weapon. Honestly, I would actually not 90 it. You do not need to 90 her weapon. You get all the benefits at level 1, and her ER requirements are 0. You do not need to burst at all. Okay. So Nilou's actually a pretty cheap character to build. So what you're gonna do for her artifacts, here you go. Her artifacts are very easy. 2-piece HP, 2-piece HP, 2-piece HP. So you can do Tenacity / Vorukasha. And then Sands is HP. Goblet is HP. And then your hat is also HP. Flower, Feather, you want HP and EM subs. Pretty simple. Talents, level 1. Do not waste resources leveling these. Okay, so Nilou, a pretty simple character to build. She's also very budget friendly. But that's pretty much all you need for Nilou. Nahida, same thing. Anybody on the Nilou team, again, is going to be level 90, so you should 90 her. Sackfrax is fine. I would just 90 her weapon. Do you have another option? No. Okay, that's fine. You can leave her on that. 90 her weapon. And then artifacts, I would pay 4-piece Deepwood. Strongbox, this set. Strongbox, these sets. Okay. Your talents, pretty simple. You could do 199 or even 198 or 199. There we go. Pretty simple. Artifacts. EM Sand. So in a Nilou team, you want full EM. EM Goblet. EM Hat. And then you do Flower, Feather, EM subs. Only in a Nilou team do you run the triple EM. They're not gonna get that without key though, Marcel. They're like, even with the craftable, you're not gonna hit that without key. What else? If you are running Nahida in another team, then you would build her sub DPS. So EM Sands, Dendro Goblet, crit rate or crit damage hat. Okay, that's the important thing about Nahida. Okay, that's about it with Nahida. Llama, 90 Llama. 90. What weapon do you have on her? Wandering Evenstar is fine. Yeah, Evenstar's fine. I would probably put her on Sackfrax though, to be honest. Yeah, but you don't have an extra one, do you? Oh, you do. Alright. Oh, fuck. They have my dream weapons? What do you mean? Oh, you'll get Event Star eventually. 90 her weapon. So with Lunar, if you guys don't know this, Lunar, reactions, they don't scale off damage bonuses and stuff, which is why for Flints and Llama, you don't run Electro or Dendro, you run either EM or Attack. So that is, important information to have. Okay. Can run Flowers in this team. If you are running Ino as... I'll put that note later. Flowers of Lost Paradise. For this team specifically. Hey, Sexy, if you scroll down, it'll answer all your questions. There's an FAQ that asks that exact same question. Alright. EM Sands. EM Goblet. And then crit rate hat. And then talents. One, her other stuff. She's a fossil. Fuck you. Yeah, you can stop there for time. Actually, you can stop here. Again, this isn't a new account, but it's an account that does take a lot of, like, it takes a lot of breaks. So, yeah. It's, they don't have very many resources, so we're not gonna make them go 199. 198 is perfectly fine. If you are running Llama with Ino or Nefer, then she would be on the DPS Nodcry set, if Ino, or the Nodcry, or the support Nodcry set, if Nefer. I'm going to try for Nefer, then your Llama build would change quite a bit. Strongbox, this set. Because her entire, like, thing is... I mean, her substats aren't going to change, nor will her... These won't change, nor will her weapon, but her artifact will change. But you will be getting that set because Nefer will be running the DPS set while she runs the support set. So you should be farming that set anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it with Llama. So Llama's a pretty easy fix for you. Barbara, pretty simple as well. I would put 90 Barbara because you do want to... She is going to be causing some blooms because you do have a lot of Dendro. Level 90 her. 90 her weapon. I'm going to give you a weapon real quick. Hold on, don't worry. I'm going to give you... This is probably better for you, honestly, Jadeful. 90 her weapon. And then Barbara... You could probably put Barbara on a flop set as well, to be honest. Or you can put her on a Gilded. Gilded's fine too, actually. Alright, Gilded. I would Strongbox. Actually... well, you would use Thrilly Tails if Barbara wasn't the on-fielder, and attack mattered on this team. The problem is attack doesn't matter on this team. You want EM on this team, and Barbara's also on-fielding, so she's not giving anybody Thrilling Tails anyway. Not that anybody on the team could use the attack, so no, I'm not putting her on Thrilling Tails. But I want to put the information out there because I know somebody is going to say, why not Thrilling Tails, and that's why. What's your cat's name? That's Karma. In the bottom right, or bottom left. Okay. Run Gilded. Gilded. Set. I would farm... What team? It's a Nilou team. I would farm this domain because you also need a Deepwood set. You're gonna run triple EM. Hat, or Sands, Goblet, Hat, and full and HP subs. And then talents, you could probably just honestly, yeah, I would just do like Actually, do you really need a bird? I would just leave it 6 for now. I want to put too much investment into Barbara. Even, you know what? Fuck it. I'll even leave her thing. So this is what I would do for your Nilou team. It's a pretty low investment team. I think Nilou is very budget friendly of a account or like a team to build. So anyway, that's what I would do for that. And then second team, do you have another favorite character? I assume I'll hate them. What's the Darkrai DPS set? It's this set. It's over here. This one. And it's not really her that's triggering the bloom reaction because we have so much Dendro. The one that's going to be triggering the reactions is actually going to be Barbara on this team, which is why you want more HP on Barbara or more EM on Barbara than the other characters. But it's all good. Because, yeah, look at the Dendro. Like, it's going to be Barbara triggering the blooms. Alright, anyway, second team. I would say another pretty budget-friendly team is honestly Chaska. She's pretty, like, not free, but she is pretty low cost. Heck, you could throw... Actually, I would put Yansan in there, too, and then... Yeah, this is the team. This is what I would run for your second team. So, team 2. Chaska. Okay, so it's gonna be Chaska, Yansan, Bennett, Farina is gonna be your team. Alright, so Chaska's pretty... Oh. Hold on, what's your stats looking like? Oh, your stats are actually pretty solid. And they can only get better. Okay, so let's start with your Chaska. Level is good. Actually, I don't need to write that. Weapon needs to be 90'd. Your artifacts are actually pretty solid. Artifacts are solid. You're missing some attack percent subs, but outside of that, build is good. That's the missing attack percent subs is more of a nitpick than anything. Oh, dang! Those are your substats with this garbage piece. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna so Goblet is pretty mediocre. You do want an attack Goblet, but you had no important subs roll. Alright, let's look at your Saiyans. Oh my god, wait, actually your artifacts are not good. Okay, wait. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. Artifacts. Obsidian. Codex. Your split is good, but your quality / distribution of good stats are Monka. That's the nicest way I could put it, is Monka. Alright, so let's go down the artifact list. So Goblet, you do want an attack Goblet, but you have no good stat rolls. She wants crit. So you're by distribution, so like look at this. So like you had, this is a plus 20, right? But none of your rolls went into this, which is what you want. You don't really care about these other ones. She has a scale on HP, she has a scale on ER. Well, I mean, you can burst, but it's just better to set up another rotation. I mean, I think on my Chaska, I probably burst every other rotation, and I'm also an Aqua Simulacra Chaska user, so it's, but yeah, it's, because you already have very low attack, because Aqua is a weapon that doesn't have high base attack, even at 90, again, your base attack is going to be low on the weapon, so you want good attack substats in your stuff. Like, Here's another one that's also a pretty bad example. You had one crit rate roll here. It was like okay roll. They were both like 3.5. But you had stats go into these, which again shows a scale off of. Flat attack is probably your, like, you want crit and flat attack, maybe some EM here and there. This isn't bad. This is actually really good. I would say your hat's your best piece. Hat, very good. Leave it. But again, it's just like stuff like that that's, like, this is pretty solid. I mean, I would probably re-roll this, personally. I would re-roll, but that's me. This ain't bad, though. Feather is good. Especially since you have a lot of CR. Especially since you have 60% CR now. Because if you want, actually, I would say you want more of these two. Because your crit rate's actually fine how it is. So I would say go with these two, but I mean, it's fine with that. And then your flower's really good. Really good. I would save your reroll for something else, personally, like this. I would, because this is a 4-line, or no, it's a 3-line start. I would probably reroll this with a, like, try to find a 4-line start and then reroll that. Or you could craft it. I would also craft as well. Sans, very bad. Because, like I said, you have, she does cap out at 60% crit rate. So you don't want to get crit rate subs, but you do want more attack subs. But you want crit damage and attack. But you are probably going to get more crit rate subs from, like, replacing these two. So you might just want to leave it how it is until you change these two out. Okay, talents are fine. So your Chaska's actually pretty well built outside your artifacts. Alright, Benny, I would 90 him. What's the weapon? Aqua. 90 him. What's your weapon? Skyward, good weapon. Good weapon, and good level on weapon. Alright, and then your artifacts, I would do 4-piece Noblesse. 4-piece Noblesse. Yeah, we don't have any crit damage subs. You want to run ER Sands, HP Goblet with ER subs, HP or healing bonus hat with ER subs. Pick for hat, just pick the one with more ER subs. You want as close to 300% ER as possible. Alright, talents. Oh. Crown his burst. Nothing else matters. Alright, that's pretty much it for Benny. I would do not farm the Noblesse domain. It is a resin inefficient domain. So, okay, I'm gonna say this real quick because I know people, he does not need crit and HP. No, he does not scale on crit at all. He is just there to buff your team with his base attack, and he heals through his HP. So, real quick, I'm gonna go over what resin inefficient and resin efficient domains mean. Resin inefficient means that if you are farming a domain, you have a chance of getting a artifact that you can't use. So, in the example of Noblesse, there is the Bloodstained Knight set, which nobody uses because it's Fizz, and Fizz is kind of a dead set. So when you have that chance of spending 20 resin, you have a chance of getting an artifact set that you can't use for your account. Therefore, you just wasted 20 resin if you get it. What is a resin efficient domain is a domain where you can use both sets and multiple people would want them. So Emblem / Shiminawa are both sets that people use. Like Shimi could be used for Hu Tao if you're not running a Farina Mare build. Hu Tao does use Shimi. And then there is a lot of characters do use a 2-piece Shimi set. And then almost like every Inazuma character plus a few Lewa characters use Emblem. And then Another resin efficient domain would be Obsidian and Scroll. Another resin efficient domain would be the new Nod Crysex. It has the support and the DPS set in there. And then there's also the Gilded and the Deepwood domain, which again is also a resin efficient domain. Anyway, so what is asking a question? So, oh yeah, the crit and HP with Benny. So he runs Noblesse. Hi, Yap. He runs Noblesse because when he uses his burst, he buffs the attack of the entire party by, I think it was 20%. It's a pretty big buff. And his HP is, if you actually read his abilities, his heal scales off his HP. There you go. It's continuous regen per second. This is the attack bonus ratio, but this is flat attack, okay? And flat attack is what you get from your level. It's this white number here. What you get from level and weapon. So that's why you want your weapon to be level 90 and you want a high base attack weapon. I would not run Aquila. I know you don't have Aquila, but I would not run Aquila because Aquila doesn't have ER, and it's just better to burst every rotation and not sit there funneling, especially if you are missing Abyss by a few seconds. That's why I just say Skyward Blade is better. It's high base attack and it has ER. And then, yeah, you just want to get as much ER as possible, as well as HP, so you're constantly healing the team. And yeah, that's basically why. You would only get crit subs if you're trying to go for a DPS Benny, but like most people aren't going to be min-maxing nor speed running because they're not going for like speed records or anything for kills, because if you are, you would be a whale anyway and you would be one rotating it, but this account obviously can't do that. So I wanted to get all the information out there because I know somebody's going to be like, well, actually, and no, for this account, no. Anyway, Yansan, I would not run Star Glitter. Fav's better on her. Anyway, okay, so Yansan. Alright. Yansan. 90 her. 90 the weapon. 4-piece scroll. You can run attack sands. I'm gonna say run ER sands. I'm the biggest believer in ER over everything else, so run ER sands because that's me. Attack goblet with ER subs, and then an attack hat with ER subs. She does actually scale off attack for her attack bonus. It's not flat attack, so that's why you want attack on her other pieces. You could also just strongbox this set. I personally you could technically actually go farm this domain because you do need a better pieces on your Chaska. You do need to, so yeah, you could farm it. It's a pretty low priority. So, you could farm this domain since you need Chaska pieces, but it's probably better to craft an ER sand or an attack sands for Chaska and Strongbox for an attack goblet, since that is your offset. Oh, no. Actually, this would probably be better over here. Thank you for the follow, Skull! Since you need Yansan pieces. But it's probably better to craft an attack sets for Chaska, Strongbox for an attack goblet, since that is your offset. And then I would say strongbox this set, because you could technically get the attack goblet from strongboxing the other sets that we have posted here, because you are going to be strongboxing a lot. Talents 1, yeah, I mean, you could just leave it at 6 and then do 1, 6, 9. All right, pretty simple for her. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Farina. Farina weapon is good, or Farina level good. 90. Hi, Chi! Wait, she's 90. Yeah, she is. Okay. Fav is fine. Pipe is better. Farm the pipe for Farina. It is the Fontaine fishable weapon. It's better than Fav. Okay. And then you want a 90 her weapon. And then 90 weapon. Alright. And then, what else do we need? Alright, artifacts. Golden Troop is fine. This is fine. That's... Okay. Okay, so your artifact quality isn't the best. Strongbox, GT. You want your Sands, because you're running single hydro here, so you're gonna be very, like, starved on particles. So ER Sands, hydro, or HP Goblet, and then crit damage hat, especially if your CR subs are good and you are running the pipe. You want to build her as sub DPS, so stat priority is crit rate, crit damage, HP percent, and ER. Talents, let's see what your talents are. You should just 1-10-10. Oh. Okay. Talents should be 1-10-10. The pipe is the Fontaine Fishable. Pipe weapon Genshin. It's this weapon. There you go. So that's pretty much what I would do for this account, and then once you do that, it should be a little easier for you to do this. Yep, I could do your Abyss after. You'd have to DM me though. But yeah, I would say that's pretty much it for your account. Let me DM you everything I put in the notes.